So, mind you, we won 3 or 4 games last season. Here we go. Fast forward a little bit. We're 4-0. We didn't win the last 8 games in a row. People didn't know this. We finished the season on a 4-game winning streak at the end.
From the year before.
Trying to get to playoffs.
So y'all 4-0, y'all won the last 4. You go through the summer, the girls play over the summer, whatever. You come back into the season, we practice, and y'all start the season off red hot.
Out the gate, ready. Pissed off.
Take us from there.
So I'm going to speed you up. The 4th game we played was like Newark. And I noticed different demeanor in Newark's style of play. I'm like, what's wrong with Newark?
It was a little extra, it was a little extra sauce on it.
Yeah. Oh man, it was a little physical. It was a little different. I'm like, all right, they don't never play us like this. So some things happened. Some things happened. Got a little frustrated. So I go bring her back, get her back to her senses. I walk to the table to find out who got fouls, timeouts, my job. I'm trying to make sure we on point.
Right.
And the lady doing the tables, doing the score, that's doing the books, says something real slick to me. And I'm like, what? So she says, for a team to be ranked, y'all not that good.
Wow. That's unfriendly.
So I said, excuse me, you said ranked? She's like, yeah, y'all guys ranked 7th in state. We didn't know this. We just playing basketball. I said,
oblivious to the target on your back.
Don't even know. Don't even know it.
You didn't walk into a gunfight with a butter knife because you have no clue what's going on.
And here we go, just going through the motions, just trying to play, figuring out.
And they giving y'all everything, but they giving y'all everything but the kitchen sink.
So we got down in the game early. Like I said, our player walked off. When our players walked off, we go up by 3 at the half. Okay. 25-22 at the half. We were down like 18-6. Come all the way back to the lead. So, like I said, talk later table. I said, hey, pull that up real quick. Let me see that. So she go to a site, pull it up. I look. Get the heck out of here. I go, pull the coach to the side, head coach to the side. I pulls up and says, we're ranked. He's like, ranked what? Look. I show it to him. He's like, whoa, how do we? Hey, man, listen. Please don't tell them. Let's go get this going and let's go.
We'll talk about it later.
So we had that courageous, halftime talk. My girl showed out. She had a 20-point quarter, the third quarter by herself. That's the ball game.
Oh, she went, as they say, she got in her bag.
Yes. And, last year we had a thing called the Avalanche where it could be a 30-6 run, a 42-6 run, or it start getting chilly.
Y'all feel the snow?
The temperature changes.
You feel the snow?
Could be hot and it get cold on you. The defense, the offense, things just start happening. It is going for us. So every game, I know it was coming. Just you don't know when, I don't know when, but it's coming.
Snow moves got a mind of his own.
And usually I trigger it, talk to a few players to get them going. And then, coach, I got you. It's on. Let's go. And then before you blink, 10-0 run, timeout. 10-0 run, timeout. Oh, it ain't going to stop. 10-0 run again, timeout. 10-0 run again, timeout. You're like, well, when is this going to stop? It might not stop. It might not stop.
We didn't broke over the hoop. We didn't broke open the Hoover Dam. Ain't no way to fix this.
And you can't stop the flood. So every game was like that.
So you had a successful. So how does the year end basketball wise for Brandywine and you and the coach and the program? If you care to talk about it.
The last 4 games were different.
Okay.
We would have had 5 games and 6 nights, if I'm correct. William Penn forfeited games, said no, they're not going to play us. after after a little light snow. So we had a game like a Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That was the format. And they added 2 games in that shouldn't have been added, but they rescheduled them in. So
do you think the fix was in? Like, in all honesty, do you think that it was they tried no, you know what? Let's not even talk about
I will say,
was it too many games in a row without a break?
Yes. Just the emotional high of playing your
you guys had a really intense game
the night before
on live stream versus the Lady Wildcats at Howard, and it was a tough physical. It was an old school game, like it looked like the Heat and the Knicks.
Yeah, it's a rivalry that they had going on. I walked into. So, and mostly if you've been in Flight B, Concord, Howard, always been a rivalry game, Flight B. So I knew that, but I didn't know Brandywine and Howard had the same thing going on too. So they didn't beat them prior to me getting there.
Right.
So that changed once I got there.
Right.
So
they give you the 4 games, 5 days.
And we had to play Howard twice within
a week span.
So, and
you guys end up taking a playoff. You actually win a playoff game, correct?
They give us a first round bye. So we
advance to the second game. And then you run into the Spartans of St. Mark's.
Yeah, and the game plan was a little different. We could have did things differently, but they were, what's the word?
Traditional.
But the matchup didn't favor us.
Right.
It wasn't favorable to us.
Right.
Because we never played
coming off of a high level, emotional, physical game the night before.
And then you play where you 12-0 going back to Wilmington Christian, where I coached at, was even more crazier on senior night with 12 hours of rest, if that. So you have so we played Howard twice. Well, let's rewind this back, because we played Middletown that Sunday. We don't play games on Sunday. We did this year. So we played Sunday, Monday break, Tuesday we're playing Howard at home for the complete Flight B championship that we played every team twice. We go playing them. Our game against Howard got canceled of a snow date. They rescheduled back. So now we're playing them. Some things happened prior to that game we're not going to talk about, but, things happen. Tried to happen. Things happen. We beat them in a tough, hard-fought game at home.
I watched it on 302 Live. Shout out to 302 Live and Delaware Online Sports. I watched it on 302 Live, and it was physical.
Physical, got your money's worth.
Physical and emotional. It reminded me of a Tennessee on a girls' college. It reminded me of a Tennessee, the old school Tennessee UConn game. Like, it was, nobody was given an inch. It was low.
It was like a Miami Heat.
Girls on both teams is crying.
Yeah, it was a ball game.
That was a good ball game.
So from that emotional high, playing them to another game the next night on the road at that against my old club that I used to coach. So I'm a little emotional. I'm coming back, place that I thought I wasn't going to leave so sudden, but things happen. So I like my squad. Matter of fact, I love my squad. And I'm feeling super confident as I did every game. Never thought about wins, loss. Just if we play our game, you're not going to beat us. So just on that aspect. So we go in there, do we got to do? This is it. Wilmington Christian, we go up. They take the punch. They come back, go punch back. We're like going back and forth. About the third quarter, I noticed we were tired. We were done, like emotionally done, playing done. So I'm like,
we gotta figure out a way to survive this.
Yes, just keep pushing. Wilmington Christian is not missing anything. Like they're hitting players who I trained and coached, who I imagine they're doing that for me. If I was still there, they're doing everything that I thought they were going to do for me if I was still there. They're doing it tonight to show me, like, coach, yeah, thank you. You trained us right. So we getting overtime, forced overtime. I'm like, geez, the crowd's going crazy. I'm in here like, they're not giving us an inch. The girls a little bit panicked. Like, we punched a lot of teams in the face. They don't lay down. I said, this game is different because I'm here. I used to coach here. This is different.
It's an emotional charge.
It's a different game because they want to prove and show us, with me, that they're good despite their record. And we're coming in like, you don't got a shot in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they showed us.
Do you escape the win? Do you get the win?
No, we lose at the end by 3.
Mm.
And I was a little upset at first. Players, some things happen on the sidelines again. We're not going to go into that. Some things happen on the sideline.
Right.
So, Wilmington Christian ways is everybody meet in the middle circle, pray,
Mm-hmm.
do that. Some things happen with that. I'm not going to talk about that, but it felt good to be back and be welcome, from a year of being removed. I talked to Doc. I talked to the Fetterman. I talked to a lot of people. It was like me being there, like I should never left. I should have still been there. That kind of feeling.